All right, we are live, guys. All right, everybody, welcome. This is let's do hashtag learn pandas. All right, this is the Learn Pandas live stream, and this is where I oh, did I miss the R? Come on, Learn Pandas. And here I answer any of your questions. So, if you have um, questions about the course or pandas in general, please ask away. All right. So yeah. So again, everybody who's listening, this is a monthly Q&A that I provide for anybody that has joined my pandas group and is currently taking my pandas course. If you have any questions on it, let me know. If you have any questions in pandas in general, let me know. If you have not joined my group, let me give you a link and I'll show you um, how to join my group. All right, if you have not joined the pandas group, join today. Join today. Join today. Here is the link. All right. So if you are new, you have no idea who I am, no idea what this group is about, then I just put a link there, and feel free to ask away. I am going to be working in the background, so if you have any questions for me, hop on in, and I am happy to help you out. Okay. I'm actually, if you guys want to know what I'm actually doing right now in the background, one of the Learn Pandas members wanted me to review their resume. So that is exactly what I'm doing. Hey, hands. All right. Here are again. If anybody's out there, ask away. This is a Q&A where the questions come from you guys. Projects. We have Excel. Entry level job. Okay. Need to be prepared to answer questions about work history after December 2022. You need to be prepared to answer Excel and SQL questions. You need to be prepared to answer, to talk about your projects in detail. Okay. Here is my video feedback with more information. Okay. Okay, next steps. Okay, if you want, we can meet and I can so I then can tell you what to work on, if anything. You need to simply apply for many jobs and start interviewing. I am 100% sure you will get hired. Okay. All right. Send. Send. Okay. Yeah, you don't need it. Okay, I move to Hidaro. Okay. All right, guys. I am ready when you guys are ready. Okay, I think we lost one. Okay, that's that. Let's recycle this. Okay. All right. Come on. All right. Hey guys, thanks for joining. If anybody has any questions, feel free to pop them on there. If you guys want me to show you something, I can. This is your time to just ask away. I think I'm probably gonna update. Probably gonna update Panda soon because I'm still on an old version, but I just haven't got to that. All right, people are hopping in and out. Okay. Well, let me see here. Hey, whoever's ever joining, how's it going? I'm here to answer any questions you got. So if you have anything, ping me. I think I'm probably gonna switch over my screen and I'm probably gonna share. I'm probably gonna start sharing my screen. Okay. Let me. I guess I'll do some pandas while you guys figure out if you guys have any questions for me. All right, so what I have on my screen, I'll make it a little bigger, is the next tutorial I am working. I'm gonna work. It's about a fashion retailer, and we're trying to analyze some customer purchase behavior. And this company wants to understand which products are bought together and do some data stuff with it. So let's look at the data first. Let's look at the data first. Okay, so what's the data look like? All right, so again, in almost every tutorial, I got the random.seed set to 0. And again, if this is not clear to you guys, I usually like to generate my data right here via code. And the reason is because it's easier to share the notebooks. And I like to use random numbers, but since I'm using random numbers, when you run the notebook, I want you to have the exact same random numbers. So that's why I set the seed up top. And all right, so I have 3 data frames that I'm generating from the get-go. And the first one has customer data, and there's really not much to this. I got a customer ID, which is a bunch of random numbers. Then I have the age of those customers. Here's the age between 18 and 64. And their location again, and I'm just picking randomly between these 2 strings. So again, most of the data that I generate is very basic, super synthetic, super not real. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is to have some data to work with so you could kind of use pandas and do whatever you want to do with it. Hey everybody who joined, I am just kind of showing a tutorial that I'm gonna start working on, and I'll have it out sometime in December. But again, this Q&A is for you guys. If you have any questions, just type away. All right, so the next data frame is this is the products of this fashion retailer. Again, it's either going to be clothing or it's going to be accessories or footwear. So I'm just picking random categories. And the name of the product, again, this is totally made up. So I'm just putting product and a number, product 1, product 2, product X. And then I'm giving them a product ID. So each product going to have an ID associated with it. And then when we come down here, we have the purchase data. So this should be the actual rows that represent people buying stuff. So this is just IDs associated with each purchase. And then I have a column that says which customer bought the product, and then the ID associated with the product they purchased. And then I actually come up with a date when they bought it. So this is just a random range. Yeah, I'm just putting dates here. Nothing really special about this. And then how much did the order, how much money they basically spent. So they spent either between $10 and $99. So the key thing that you have to realize about this data set, so you can work with it, is that there is a customer ID that's going to tie to this data frame. So this is how you're going to join the two tables. And we have a product ID that is going to help you join this table and this table. And why is that important? Because if you want to know what customer purchases, this column only gives you an ID. But if you join it with the customer data frame, you're going to know their age and their location, which you might need for one of these tasks up here. I haven't really checked what this is asking for. And then same thing with the product ID. So this is the product they bought, but this only gives you an ID. So if you want to know a little more about the product, like the name, or you want to know if it's a clothing they purchased or an accessory or footwear, you have to join the purchase data frame with the product data frame, and you're going to join them on these IDs here, customer ID and product ID. So hopefully that made sense. Hello, anybody who joined. How's it going? I am kind of just going over a tutorial I'm working on right now. But if you have any questions on the course, if you have any questions on pandas in general, feel free to type away. All right. So, okay, so let's take a look at what is the task that I'm going to be doing. So there's usually kind of get your hands dirty. And to be honest with you, I do these tutorials mainly so that I don't completely lose my pandas skills, because I need something to keep me going, or I would lose it. So hopefully this also motivates you guys to keep going. All right, so the first task, product co-purchase analysis. Okay, what does that mean? It says create a pivot table to show the top 5 products that are frequently bought together with each product. Oh wow, they start off with that. Well, the tricky part is that that might not make any sense, because products here are not bought together. They're kind of bought differently. So maybe I have to rework this question. This might not be possible. I could select the top more, 5 products in terms of frequency, but things that are bought together, there's really nothing that ties products together in this data set. I might need to fix that. All right, so yeah, this is part of my tutorial creation process. I start out with some tasks, and when I read them, they kind of don't make sense. So I might have to rework this one. All right, let's see the second one. Customer purchase trends. It says transform the data to show the monthly trends for each customer segment. Uh, yeah. That one I might be able to do. You want to show it monthly, so we got to group the data by month, and then we got to group it also by age and location, which we can do that. And then we're just calculating the averages and then taking a look. So yeah, we could totally do this one. And then the last one says merge the two data sets to identify which categories have the highest order value. Uh, yeah, this should probably be the first one. Let me see if I can move this guy up. Let's move it up here. Yeah, let's try that one. Let's try this one. Let's go over here and maybe I'll work one. All right, so it says merge the two data sets. So is that saying, hey, can you merge customer purchases and product categories? Um, yeah, let's just merge everything. And then we want to find out which categories have the highest value. So in terms of categories, this has the categories. And then actually, yeah, that's kind of it. They just want to know about the categories. So let's not worry about customer data at the moment. They want us to know to group by categories. So all right, so how are we going to merge the data? So let's do merge product data with purchase data. The product and purchase data frames. All right, so to merge, all we're going to do is we're going to pick the purchase data frame and do dot merge. Simple as that. And then we're going to open parentheses. And we're simply going to then pick the other data frame, which is product data. And then merge is going to take a bunch, it's going to take, it's basically going to say, okay, what are we merging on? You know, what column are we merging on? So we're going to go on in the column that we're going to merge on. So what connects these two is the the product ID. See, product ID is in both of these. So that's what we're going to merge on, product ID. So we just copy it and we just say df.head to take a look, and voila, we got the purchase data frame here, and the columns are purchase ID to order value. So here they are, purchase ID all the way to order value. And then we ended up with two extra columns. If you can see it right here. Hey, hi guys, welcome to the live stream. If you have any Pandas questions, please let me know. All right, so product name and category. So these two, where do these two come from? They obviously came from the second data frame, product data. Here it is, product name and category. Now, notice that this column didn't get duplicated, product ID. Pandas is smart enough to know, yeah, we're going to merge on this column, so we're only going to show it once in our final result. But now we have the data frame that has the categories. And here it says, after we merge the two data sets, we need to identify which categories have the highest order value. This part's a little vague. Use data reshaping. So let's just find the highest order value on these categories. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna create a group. So create a group object, and we're gonna go group equals df dot group by. So we're gonna group by the categories because that's what they want us to group by, yeah. And they are looking for uh, highest average order value. So they want us to get the average, which is basically the mean, right? And it's average the best. In general, we don't get averages; we get medians. But just for the sake of doing things, let's just get the average of average order of group. All right, so how do we do that? We're gonna go group And we're going to actually pick the column, which is order value. We're actually going to grab the order value and get the average. Let's just start with that. There we go. So remember, how many categories do we have? We only have three different categories. So if we group our data by these three specific strings and we calculate the average order value, let's put average order value. This is what we get. And they're actually looking for what are the highest, which is the highest one. So really, if you wanna, the highest one is easy, right? There's only three. So what's the highest one? This one. But if you wanted to, if you had a lot, or if you wanted to order these results, then we should be able to order them like this. Sort values. See if that works. Yeah, that does work. So, okay, so this works, but check this out. Sort values actually by default will order the data ascending, smallest to greatest. So here's the smallest and here's the biggest. But if you wanted to actually sort from largest to smallest, you had to add a parameter called ascending, and make that false. And now when I run it, you can see now that the biggest number is up top and the smallest is in the bottom. So for our fake data that we generated, what is the category with the highest order value? It's going to be accessories. And interesting enough, clothing apparently has the smallest order value. Go figure. All right. Thanks everybody who's joined so far. If you got any questions, this is your opportunity. This is why I create these Q&As. Okay, so what else can we go over quickly? Again, I still have a lot of things to work through this tutorial. This one needs working, and but anyways, I think that was good enough for a little sneak peek at a future tutorial. I kind of showed you the data set, and I told you the important columns to look for, because we're going to need to join the purchase data with the other two data sets. And I went through the solution of this product category optimization task, which just required us to merge a couple of our data frames. And we did that. And then after we merged them, we stuck them in a typical df variable. And after we did that, we're like, all right, if we wanted to capture the average order value by group, in other words, everything under the category, how do you do it? And this is kind of how you do it. And then at the end, I added sort values to sort our results from largest to smallest. So it's kind of, I think that is good enough for today, guys. Anybody on the call? This is kind of the last request that I have for you guys. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I'm gonna pause this for now, and feel free to ask me any questions. Okay. I'll kind of work quietly here in the background while you guys come up with some questions for me. Let me see. I could probably update this and say um, product analysis. Probably, I could probably just say create a table to show the top 5 products um, purchased purchased every month. Huh. That could be an interesting one. So maybe I could find out how many months. Let's find out how many months do we got here. I wonder. Purchase data. I could probably go df dot. Let's see. df. Oops. Dot describe. Maybe describe will tell me. So we got. So we started in 2022. Oh, and it went all the way to 2028. Hallelujah. Um, I guess we could do a task where every month but that's gonna be too much. Maybe I'll say the top. Yeah, how about I do that? I say product analysis. Create a table to show the top product, the top product purchased every month. Top one product that was purchased every month. Maybe I could make this sound a little better. Let me ask our AI different. Make this sound clear. Um, create a summary channel. Okay. Something like this. All right, so let me update this. Create a summary table to identify and display the top selling product for each month of every year. Yeah, I could probably do that. So that'll mean I'll have to join the product table because I need to know the product name. And I kind of already have that right here in DF. And I just have to grab the top one. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll probably do that. And then the last one says transform the data to show the monthly. Again with the monthly. But now we're doing it by age and by location. So it's kind of similar, but now I'm looking for trends. Okay. Anyways, I have to work this. It'll take me a while, but I'll eventually get it and have something nice for you guys. All right, let me lead this. All right, guys. We're getting closer to the end of the Q&A. Yeah, let me know what you guys, if you guys have any questions. Maybe you have questions on my group. Maybe you have questions on the course. Yeah, let me know. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Product analysis. So DF every month of the year. I had let's see. This wasn't it. I already had something that I solved similar to this. Let me see if I could find it and I could just reuse that. Yeah, I can't think of it top of my head, but I did have to. Uh, no, this was definitely not it. Wasn't the election one? Customer loan. Yeah, I should probably do that. Interesting. I got so much stuff here. Oh, binning. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. This is a cool one. Let me do this while we wait. While I still figure this out. Before we go here, um, let us take a look at the data types for each data frame. Yeah, let's do that. So we have customer data, customer data. So I actually like to look at this because it tells me how many rows I'm working with and the data types. You want to make sure you don't have any wacky data types. That will kind of mess you up. Product data.info. This one's pretty simple. And then we have, what's the last one called? Purchase data. All right, purchase data. So look, I am very happy to note that I don't have to mess with data types. The date is already in date time. So the most important thing about that info is basically to figure out if you have any null values. Again, we generated this data, so we're not gonna, unless we manufactured the missing data, we're not gonna have any issues there. And in general, we're not gonna have issues with dates being represented as objects or strings. But when you load data from different places, flat files, Excel files, CSV, you might end up with issues with wacky data types. So it's always good to take a look at those data types first. So then we took care of this one. We're just going to merge the two data sets. I should point out right here that notes, maybe I should do it like this. Note, the dot merge method. Merge method does performs an inner join by default. By default, this means product ID means only the rows where product ID matches. Product ID is matches between two data frames will be returned. Okay, hopefully that is clear. Let's make this bold. Yeah, the merge method does a inner join by default, and I think it shows it right here. See right here, merge, how? It's an inner merge, which means that since we're merging on product ID, we need to, this product ID, which is right here, this ID needs to be present in this data frame and in this data frame. If not, it won't show up. So this merge and this inner join and left join, this is all related to SQL, the SQL world. That's why sometimes Pandas is hard for people because they don't know the SQL world. So things like this might confuse you. So maybe that helps you guys. All right, so we merged it and then we created the group and we found that the highest order value were the accessories. So it's kind of it. All right, guys. Hopefully my little tutorial has been beneficial. Anybody have any questions? We got like less than 10 minutes. And I will be out. Product analysis. Yeah, I was looking at another. I'm looking for another tutorial that I already solved this issue because it took me a while to figure out. And I actually did it wrong in one tutorial, but then after I did it again, I actually think I got it right. So I'm just trying to find it so I could be consistent. Feature engineering, negative. Let's see. Let's check this one out. Menu items, blah, blah, blah. Top 10. Oh, what is this? Merge the data set. Oh, here we go. This is one of them. So after I merged, I then grabbed the top 3 for each location. So here we go. I did it either. Yeah, I remember this. This was a headache. So this is the top three, but then I had to do some weird stuff here. You see that? It's ugly. And this is ugly. And then method two. What is this? Some weird stuff. So I didn't know if I got this part right. Look at this. This is me getting the top first. There we go. This is basically what I gotta do, but yeah. So I gotta do something like this. I just didn't like how I did this. I didn't like how I did this. So anyways, I'm gonna have to probably research if there's a better way to get the top one or top whatever. Okay. Anyways, guys, I think I am gonna call it a day. I got some research to do for this tutorial. So I could calculate the top selling product for each month of the year. And nobody actually came and asked me questions today. A little disappointed, to be honest with you, but hopefully those that have joined the Pandas group have been enjoying the course I provide there. It's 100% free. I have generated probably 45 tutorials by now. And once I get to 48, I've basically generated a tutorial for every week of an entire year. So there's plenty of material for you guys to dig through. So, yeah. So I'm gonna keep pumping stuff out. I'm gonna start working on tutorials where I do a lot of paper and pen, and I could dig deeper into topics, and maybe you guys will like that style. So you guys can let me know. But anyways, I think I am going to end it here. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening or morning, wherever you guys are tuning in from. And again, if you have not joined the Pandas group, I have it there in the chat and I have it in the description. And I'll see you guys next month.